All right, so I had lost signal in the kitchen, which, it's all good. I ate my food and got my stuff done, and here I am back to send out a message to the terrorist group who has been, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. And it's over. Okay, it's completely over for you people. Just FYI, I don't care what you think. The shit is over. Okay, now what I wanted to address here is this dude, for some reason, being delusional enough to think that he can out in the open commit not only criminal acts, but then also commit fraud, and then also commit real, very ruthless crimes against children and humanity. Now, first of all, I am so sick of you typing and saying my fucking name, dude. Like, and we all know that makes you do it more, but you still look lame. I mean, if you want to just look lame, but how do you turn a presidential election into a fucking weapon? That's what my friend was saying the other day. Okay, he was saying that the way you speak about, certain things that you have, like you use a house as a weapon. How the fuck do you use how what and it just it's ridiculous. So you were literally trying to use why do you do that so much? Like, I just don't think that you realize just how goddamn annoying you are and how much of a fucking insult you are to humans, to mankind. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be bigging up Uncle Trump, you ain't nothing like that man. You ain't nothing like him. Donald Trump is actually a great guy. Like, he really is. And he's fucking rich and he's cool and down to fucking earth. Hey, Stefan. And you just don't even act like you're human. Like, you don't even know how to be a fucking human being. And just to think that, first of all, you wanted to carry out this agenda against me to pretty much bury me and my family and drag us in the ground. And then at the same time, you wanted to try to trick me into continuing to be intimate with you, when in reality that entire time I was sleeping with the enemy. And then when you realize that was over, because you do realize that you don't have any power as long as, especially being like, it's completely over for you, buddy. Like, especially being that I will not be anywhere near you or around you ever, ever fucking again, ever again. Oh my God, you tried to ruin my health. You tried to, like, it was terrible. And what fucks me up is that you got the fucking audacity to show your goddamn face in the public. Like, that shit is weird. Like, it's like you don't have no goddamn soul. And I don't believe that you do, because you know how you sometimes see people and they laugh and they do a genuine laugh. None of your laughs are genuine. You don't even laugh genuinely. Another thing that you don't do genuinely is dance. Like just like a fucking statue. And that, you don't move your body in any way that is fluid. It's very robotic, and it's fucking disturbing. And your presence is very disturbing, and you like to be disturbing to people. And I just, and but what's crazy at the same time is that you're trying to be me, because you know that I'm not socially awkward. You know that I'm not fake. You know that I'm not the type of person that would do the shit that you do. You know what type of person that I am. And it's crazy that you have this desire to be me. And it's weird, man. It's fucking weird. I ain't gonna be here long. I'm kind of tired, you know? And honestly, like I said, it ain't gonna fucking matter who's president, because at the rate you're going, like, you are setting yourself up for death. You are. Or jail. One or the other. Dead or in jail. One or the other. And I don't know why you think you just gonna continuously get away with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was, I was, and I know you do things for shock value. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to create, a certain result, right? Because you were trying to get me back. Like, oh my God. And I realized that prior to knowing you existed, I really had never been in an abusive relationship before. And you've never put your hands on me, you know? And then you wanted to try to disturb my healing, try to deny me as if you're God, and you're fucking not. And you're gonna find out that you're not God. And you ain't gonna be no fucking living God either. You ain't gonna be shit. Straight up and down. So, that's just crazy, you know? And the goofiness of it all is just very fucking weird. It really is. And the delusion of it all. You know what I'm saying? The delusion of it all. Seriously. Ugh. So I just don't need to be exposed to any of it anymore. I don't. People like me do not need to be exposed to that. It's like walking into it's like being a real woman or a human being and walking into a room full of aliens, life forms that don't actually belong on this planet. I'm serious. I'm not even fucking joking with you. And you know what? I believe I'm on to something. There's no way a human being can carry on for that goddamn long doing what y'all do. Like for me, it was okay because it's all about survival and prospering. But for you to keep up that charade so many years, there's no way you have a human soul. And y'all will even say that y'all don't have souls, but see, y'all not really understanding the power of of a soul, you know? Yeah, I know. I know, yeah, looks like Uncle Trump is gonna win. I didn't care about it either way, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I just was, I think that the day that I was good with either one of them, you know. I think that, you get frustrated. It gets very frustrating when, you're dealing with certain stuff. But, what I do know now, and for sure, that the presidential elect doesn't near about matter as much as lay back down, Bubbles. Lay down. I need to quit talking to him like he a baby. I be talking baby talk to him still. Presidential elect doesn't hold as much importance as community, as what's happening in your community. And when you have someone like Mike that is running amok in the community, Mike reminds me of Eldridge Cleaver, but only without all of the honors. When you have somebody like that running amok in the in the community, I say computer, well, same difference. Um, and nobody's really checking them on their behavior. That's a problem, especially somebody that is blatantly out in the open attacking innocent fucking children. And then, like, honestly, it's like I fucking said, when somebody tries you and tries you and tries you and says certain things about you and about the people that you love, because I could have very easily came online and did the same thing to him and went there. And the reason why I have my suspicions is only because it seemed like the dude is obsessed with things like that. But it's like you're daring somebody to take your life. That's what it seemed like to me. Because you're basically just you are slandering somebody. You are telling lies to get people to look at that person a certain way. And yeah, I did say that you killed your mother. I did. I mean, that's not nearly as bad as what you said about me. It's not. What you said about me was far worse. Okay? It was. And I just think that it would be fair for me to get away from social media for a while. And I was so disgusted by the whole situation. And I don't know if this dude thinks that I'm institutionalized like he is. I honestly think that the whole threat of jail was all about trying to have control and power and, wanting to produce a result of, me speaking to that person or either conforming with that person. And it just really made my skin crawl. And it actually, it was already solidified that I don't fuck with you. But what it did was it created a phantasm of hate for you. So, because I'm not institutionalized. So, that's not going to make me conform. It's not with what you're saying, because it is a fact that everybody has the right of choice. And for you to try to take away my choices, like my own choice and personal freedoms and rights, to be like, fuck off, I don't want to deal with you anymore, because you do have to accept that you cannot be a part of my life anymore. You have to accept that. And I'm not the type of person, especially being that we don't have children together, I'm not the type of person that's going to be friends with my ex, especially after everything you did. Yes, I am the type of person that will disassociate myself from someone. That's not DID. That's oop, that over there is unpleasant. It's bad for me. It's stressful. It's meant to kill me. It's meant to make me sick and die. So I'm gonna step away from that, deuces. And it was all it almost felt like when I stopped dealing with you, hey eggs, when I stopped dealing with you, I escaped, and not really running, but just away with you. And it felt like somebody chasing me with an axe. And you better think about the things that you did. Like I said, I don't know if some of them people are on drugs or what is going on. It is totally unacceptable behavior. And for you to bring that into somebody's life, that's horrible. And you know what you did. So no, I don't deserve anything that you do. What I deserve is for you to be, honestly, you should be kissing my ass and saying, you know what, I'm letting go. I'm sorry. But but it's just, you don't understand. And you're a psychopath. A lot of them in that group are, but Mike is a huge psychopath, because I don't think that many people would meet somebody to do what he did, and to the level and the extent that he did. And I don't know if he doesn't understand better treatment for himself, but you better understand that everything that you did was awful. It was horrible. It was unforgiving. And I will never forgive you. I'd rather just forget about you. I don't need to know anything about you. I don't need to know what happened to you. Just like, and trust me, I've done it before. Not with a man, but just maybe a traumatic situation. I don't want to remember you. So this is why, because I know what you do. last night when I went to sleep, he was again in my dreams. And so in the morning when I get up, I'm going to make sure that I divinate that situation and block him, just do like a blocking binding. So because I believe that, because that's like I've dreamt about people before, but for me to have a dream about this dude twice in such a close time span, it almost seems like somebody is doing some kind of dream magic. And I know you be hanging around with people that, you can get a spell to work, but do you really have the integrity of a witch? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna block my dreamscape and protect the dreamscape, because I don't want you nowhere near me. There was one time I had a dream about Lamar, and it actually wasn't a dream, it was a nightmare. And I'm sure that Mike remembers this, even though he don't really have a good memory. But this was a few years back. I was at my mother's house. Somehow I was at my mother's house. Or either I was on my way there. And I can only remember bits and pieces and choppiness of it. But it was so fucking real and just nightmarish that I can still remember it just to recall it for y'all. And Lamar was standing somewhere and I could see him, and he had like a knife in his hand, and he started running towards me with the knife in his hand. And it was really fucking scary. It was fucked up. It was not like the dream I had about Mike. Those two dreams were where it seems like Mike is trying to get back in. When I had that dream about Lamar, it was so weird. And I woke up, my heart was pounding. It was awful. And somehow I had ran into my mother's house and we had to lock all the doors and the windows. I told Mike about that. And he told me, he said, "Oh, you dreaming about him now?" I mean, he just flipped out. And I said, "No, actually, it was a nightmare." He got angry about that for weeks. So you don't even have the capability of being there for people emotionally. He doesn't know how to follow social cues. When somebody needs somebody, I'm the type of person to where if I see that somebody is hurting or down, but not in the way that you express it, Mike, you're never going to get people to love you and care about you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know you hurt for something. Well, I ain't saying I hurt you, but we all know you hurt. And acting like a psychopath or Michael Myers or Jason or Freddy Krueger, you're going to rarely, like 99.999% of the time, people are going to reject you. Me, on the other hand, I'm the type of person to where if somebody is hurting, I'm going to understand. But it's almost like you're programmed. It was almost like you was trying to keep your pimp hand strong, which was retarded. That's why I don't like none of that shit. Oh my God. I don't like none of that bullshit. That whole pimp whole thing. Oh God, no. Because he went off on me when I told him that. And what I needed for him to do was for him to go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm there for you. And I'm not going to ever let him hurt you." And I think that, maybe he didn't get that as a child, because I remember Jacob having a nightmare one night, or just the other night, just last night, when Jacob was nervous, And I put some ashwagandha root and marshmallow root in my simmer pot, and the kids were okay last night. Um, in fact, they had forgotten all about it. Was like, kids are very resilient because he you could tell that he was kind of scared of what Mike would do. And so when I told Jacob, I said, I will never let him hurt you or any of y'all. And and so that's what I needed him to say to me. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't. And so me and you are just so different. We're too different. Like maybe there is a woman out there that perhaps if she had that same nightmare and told you about it and you flipped out and cussed her out about it, that would make her feel comforted because she felt like, okay, this person cares about me or this person is in love with me and got jealous. But I don't think that way. I don't, what's that about? I feel like if it's somebody that you sleeping with and you were claiming like the way you was the way he was, which was a totally different person, when you are intimate with someone, you are supposed to know and be connected to that person on that level to where you know that they needed you at that point just for emotional support, and he didn't have that in him. In fact, he probably thought, like, I'm not a calculating person. I'm not a manipulative person like that. And I'm a witch. I manipulate energies all the time. I don't manipulate people, but I'm able to manipulate energy, right? But I wasn't telling him about that to make him jealous or to upset him. I was telling him about it because I was really upset. And sometimes my dreams can be so real. And that's not just my dreams, but everybody's dreams or nightmares can be so real that it'll scare the shit out of you. And I don't know if it's just because I come from a family of shamans. I know that my grandmother, she would have such vivid dreams or nightmares that she would scream and fall out of the bed sometimes. So maybe that's what it is. Because I don't know what the hell was going on with Lamar in that dream, but he was literally trying to kill me in that dream. And for you to not have the capability to say, I'm so sorry, I would never let him hurt you. What does that mean? Does that mean you're being a simp? And I don't even I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I lived on this earth for 36 years. And in those 36 years, I had never heard the word simp in my life. It became very pronounced to me after running into that sector. So I'm like, yeah, that's a trip. So, I don't operate that way. And I feel that people should be around the people that they're comfortable with, or they should at least feel comfortable with a person, you know? And it's been poison. It's been poison. It's been venomous being around somebody that I'm so different from emotionally. And that doesn't make me sensitive or slow or too sensitive. I feel like it makes me human. And I don't like being around people that, like I like a good joke or whatever, play around with me or whatever. But some things, I believe in the sacredity of things. Okay. So I can't deal with that. It was killing me. And I think it was meant to kill me. I think that this dude wanted to kill me. Like literally physically make me die. And I had never been subjected to a person like that literally physically wanted me dead. I had never. I've never dealt with a man that when I say it's over and you know why and you know what you did and you know what you did. And when it's over and it's been over for 3 months, like you're not in love. It's been over for 3 months. 3 months is a long time, especially with all the cord cuttings and stuff I've been doing. There's no way you should be in your feelings like that. So that's bullshit. I reiterate to you because I reject your fake, false advances, and you want to play cops. You want to play with the cops after 3 months, almost 4 months of us not talking at all, at all. Like I have not spoken to this dude at all. And I feel like this, if you do something horrible enough to me, I feel like, well, hell, you already over it. So what the fuck is the point in me even dealing with you? So then I'm over it. And I warned him that that time was going to come. But again, it's not like what I didn't hurt him. I didn't do anything to hurt him. He doesn't care. Somebody that doesn't give a fuck, why should I waste my love on somebody that don't give a shit about me anyway? So, I mean, dude, and again, this is an honest conversation. And you know what Michael do? He'll go live and he'll say, "You ate my mud," you did like it's and it's like it's weird. Like he's incapable of human emotion. And I no, nobody deserves that. Nobody should ever have to be subjected to that. Nobody in this world, because I'm gonna tell you something that, like, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. No, no. Mm-mm. I understand expressing frustration, but for you to like you're even avoiding you're not what's supposed to be natural, which is emotions and having some kind of consciousness of what it is that you're fucking doing and saying. And that's not what's happening there. It's like somebody is just animated walking around, but they lack a sociopath. Some people think that I'm a sociopath because I don't show love to my enemies if they die. I don't. If you're an enemy, I don't. But seriously, that doesn't make a person a sociopath. That just makes a person strong. Okay, because I don't, especially if you're somebody that I don't know, But I feel like people that are close to you are either people that you're supposed to be caring for, like if you're a nurse or something and you're taking care of patients, or like what I do for a living, and and then my family and the people that I love and care about, yes, people that I have a kinship with, of course, I'm gonna care about how they fucking feel and what happens to them. But for you to have the capability to, first of all, the fact that you kept on with your mission, that part right there, the fact that I couldn't break you down, which I should have, and you should have let me, because it would have been the best thing that ever happened to you to let go of all that ick and to actually come to a place where you can love another person, because you can't. And don't lie and say that you can. You a damn lie. You a damn lie. The fact that in 5 years, there's no hope for you. None. All those years of, and you were supposed to be Christian, all those years of you doing what you were doing, and I forgave you. Like, why did, like, that shit was, that's bizarre, bro. As many times as I forgave you, and you still don't understand, that shit is like, I want to forget about it. I don't even want to think about a person that's like that. I don't even want to think about you. Cause that's some scary ass shit. That makes me think that aliens must really exist. Like I don't know what you are. And they tried to make it seem like, because I know what people were thinking. They were trying to make it seem like, and then they wanted to prove that I didn't have this magical, vagina. They wanted to prove that, but it's not about that, because you can have sex with somebody, and every single time you have sex with that person, it's not going to be mind blowing and all of that stuff. Sometimes it's just not the right time to have sex. But actual real love and caring about somebody, that's something that should be 24/7. And then a lot of these men need to learn that love making does not start even with foreplay. Love making starts all the time. That's the foreplay, is how you treat somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's why with me, I noticed that with the dudes that I have dealt with throughout my life, like when they actually take the time to spend time with me, that opens me up like a flower and gets the juices flowing. But I've never been the type of person that can just come in and just start having sex without some kind of human contact. So and it's very scary and traumatizing. And if that's what some of you men are doing, no wonder your women cheat. No wonder they look elsewhere. Okay, that's pretty much it. Um, if he gets up in the morning and is trying to stress me out by talking about going to some fucking police with some bogus ass report, I'm making several phone calls, because I don't need that bullshit. I have children to raise, and you know what? I call on my divine rights. You understand me? especially when you're trying to tell me, especially when you're trying to tell me that you want to do something to purposely try to hurt my children and leave them out in the cold. So, and I don't know why you think that's cute, because you ain't going to be thinking it's cute when I get done with you. And trust me, I'm not afraid of that. Like, I'm really not. Yeah, but you know what? I didn't even call or email his HOA. I just wanted him to go away. I honestly was just saying that just to talk shit. I don't give a fuck about contacting nobody about nobody. And throughout the years, I would rather just be through with it, done with it. I don't care that much. Now, I have filed actual real police reports. Mainly, most of them was the false defects calls. Every time a defects agent would come, I would file a police report at that time. Yeah, well, what he needs to do is just stop. That's what needs to happen. Now, what is this email that I just got? Hold on. Violates our policy on personally. Hold on. All right, that is Okay, I think I'm back. Interesting. Um, yeah, I'm gonna appeal that vertical real estate because that's not personally. I guess it is personally identifying, but you know, the decisions, the fucked up decisions that y'all made, led me to a lot of made me lose a lot of sleep because of a raccoon in the attic. It was a lot of very embarrassing things that happened. So anyway, the landlord is a stalker apparently because, or I don't know if it could have been. I think that was the landlord that did that though. People have the right to review your company though and what you do. You know the stuff that y'all were doing was just absolutely ridiculous. But whatever, I'll handle it and take care of it. So, stalkers. Why would you be on my YouTube channel? You know, because they've been on my YouTube channel. Y'all discriminated against me because I'm a witch. It is what it is, though. Anyway, um, and then tried to vampire off of me too, and lost. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say. Um, yeah, so I'll see in the morning. If you pulled it, if you try to do that, boy, I just think it's preposterous. I really do. Because two, you know what? It two can play that game, and I can promise you that my laundry list is much longer. And then also a picture of a house that everybody already knows where you live. And then also a few months ago, you literally doxed me. And then let's not to mention, Mike, that you doxed me at the last house that I lived in on Cumberland. And you just please try to dismiss yourself completely and totally from my life and my name, because you can't stop. Like, for example, when I shared that troll father video, and I was like, this is Mike and Yoko pulling up at my house, and he was like, he shared it to his wall. That's not your house. Like, I'm okay. At the time it was. Like, you disrespectful as fuck. You are, and you are very sexist and misogynist. Mm-mm-mm. Very sexist and misogynistic. And you're not gonna sit up here and fucking try to bring hate to my family just because I'm a single mother. Boy, look, it's gonna be hell to pay. Imagine if women did that to men. When you have kids with a woman and y'all break up, and you have children, that would pretty much make you a single father. Or what about the single fathers that are raising their children? There are single dads out there that are raising their children. I've done readings for quite a few of them. If the shoe was on the other foot, you on the was no, I'm sleepy. If the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't want nobody discriminating against you, would you? What if women did that to men? And would we do that? Nope. You know what a lot of people do? They praise single fathers. So that's pretty disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty disgusting. That's pretty disgusting the way these dudes think that and it was literally like it still is the way that it is awful. And you know what I think it is? I think that it is probably anger towards y'all mama when she was single. Because your mama didn't respond to being a single mother very well. I know that my mama was a single mama when she divorced my father, and she was a great mother. So I don't know that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation, the attitude, what they say, it ain't my type of hype. It ain't my party. It's not a party that I would want to go to or attend. You know, why would somebody with children want to and they're single, which I'm in love with my dude. We have a thing going, but technically I'm still single, right? I mean, I want him, and it's at the very beginning stages, but I'm still considered to be a single mother. Why would I want to sit and listen to people talk down and drag single mothers for what? Like, even if you doing it because you mad at your baby mama still, or you got some kind of bitterness towards her, or you mad about child support, that's still not a conversation I would be interested in having. And I've been accused so many times of being interested in that, and I'm not. Say Trump, Jamila Trump won Pennsylvania. Oh, that's good. I like Trump. I'm actually happy that he's winning, but I would have been good with Kamala too. See, sometimes you gotta learn to work with what you got. See? So, I definitely think that he got it, you know. Uncle Trump back in the office. Yayo. Now Michael is saying that he shared on his wall Trump for president, Jamila going to the banks. I'm like, really? Because I won't, like, that's crazy. So you need to put your name on that. We can. Oh, that outraged me. That literally outraged me. And I don't care about Mike being a psychic vampire, because even though it outraged me, I was still able to protect my energy. But that's pretty disgusting, you know. That's pretty. Now we got to protect our president. They done already made 2 attempts on his life. Shit. Oh goodness. Well, I'm happy he back in there, because he sure fought for it. Anyway, um, yeah, I was outraged when he was talking about some we can go to jail together. Like, no, who the fuck wants to go? What the fuck? Like, dude, just move on. What the fuck? God damn. Like that's just crazy to me. That's just like you crazy. You going to jail on your own. And because I got things that I want to, and who the hell wants to go to jail, bond out, then you gotta go to court. Like what the fuck, bro? Like, bro, like you crazy as fuck. Who the hell wants to what do you that's somebody that don't have shit else better to do. And I got a lot better to do than some crazy shit like that. That like no. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, it's something that I cannot respect. Saying stupid shit like that, I can't fucking respect it. Even though I live in an extended stay, Mike, there's things at home that I don't want to leave. You must be ready to leave home. And you need to quit coming out in social media, pursuing me every time you and your little girlfriend over there get into it. Because that's what it looked like to me. But anyway, y'all, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleepy. I gotta go. I'm gonna get up early, see what this Foolio doing because, no. Because I will immediately get you in trouble for filing a false report. Immediately. In fact, you don't even want no police questioning me because I could have been an attorney. I know how to talk to people better than you, trust me. And then it's not that I know how to be manipulative, it's just that the whole story behind it, and yeah, you're the aggressor, you're the wrong one. Okay. So, anyway, all right, I'm going to go and check out the coverage of the election or whatever. And I'll talk about it later today. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Bye bye.